Welcome to Monday Night Real Flight. We are now live, and the room is open to fly. I hope you're all doing well. It was a nice rainy day today, all day. Scott Morgan, the first one flying in the room. Hey Spencer, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. So lots going on in the world today. None of it I care a damn thing about. Hi EQ. Woohoo! Scott Morgan's in the house. Hope you're doing well, EQ. That King Twin's pretty kick-ass, my friend. It looks like it's gonna be fast. And I've had my fair share of that prop going the wrong way kind of stuff to deal with. It's not fun. Hey, Scott's flying. Let's watch him. Oh, I gotta click the page. There we go. Scott has got a Mustang. Taking right off. Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be fast, EQ. Scott's already got the paintballs going. Woohoo! Scrape the tail a little bit. Gear down. Ooh. Almost. Stay hydrated, guys. Gotta drink up. Hi, Paul McNeil. Hope you're doing well, my friend. The real urban legend has entered with an A-10 Thunderbolt. Nice. So I got a question for you all, and I see it in other streams, the number 1, 2, 3 little banners. I don't know what I can't make it go away. Hi, Dan Zimmerman. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you and Jeff had a great time flying together. Didn't get rained out. It sure is a nice day. Look at that temperature here. 74 degrees, man. It's just so nice. I got to fly with Jeff in Lower Alabama and Keith Christie on Saturday morning. What a great time. I bet it was. Two very good guys, man. Well, 3 good guys together. I'm sure you guys had a blast. Scott is tearing it up. Never seen a little blue plane dance like that. Nice, Scott. We did. I had to leave a little early, so that was a bummer. That's all right. You know what? You got to spend some time together, and that's all that matters. Even if you didn't get to fly, that's cool. And if you did, more better. Scott is pole dancing for us. Woohoo! Dan Zimmerman has a Harrier. Nice. Nice going. I got 2 flights in Wild Build. One of them may end up on YouTube. Nice. I just pulled stuffed peppers and sausages off the grill. Oh, come on, Paul. Hi, Don. Jet Tech Don's in the room. That does sound good, Paul. Scott, thanks for starting us out, man. Awesome little blue plane. I wish I knew what it was. Jeez, I need to get those expansion packs and download all the stuff off of the swap pages. That's alright. At least we get to see it fly. Nice. We'll go to Z-Man. Dan Zimmerman, I'm gonna guess. Nice. Woohoo, pilots. Kenny, Mountain RC. How you doing, Alan? Thank you guys for being here. I'm truly humbled sometimes. Coffee. Gotta have some coffee. Urban Legend. Hello, Wild Bill in the chat. How are y'all doing this evening? Please don't forget to smash the like button. Thank you, Ty. Thank you very much, sir. Boy, that Harrier can do amazing things. Like take off vertically? That's pretty dang amazing. So what's new in the world, guys? Any of you have to pay taxes today? Did you buy something that had taxes on it? I don't know where I'm going with that. Emerson Nice Tits is flying the E-Flight Viper. My goodness. It's going to be an awesome night. If you can share, please share. Oh, look at that. I'm getting some lag. Well, no, maybe it's just Dan stopped in the middle of the air because he can. Turn around because he can. Dang nice flying, Dan. I've been watching Oshkosh. First day today when I get time. Tim, I was watching that too yesterday. And I was watching the air traffic control of all the planes coming in. They were literally lined up for 20 miles. And the guy kept telling them, 1 mile intervals, guys, 1 mile intervals. And, they'd kick somebody out of line if they got too close. That was amazing. That's incredible that they can stuff all those airplanes into that one little Oshkosh, Wisconsin airport. I think it's in Wisconsin, right? Just incredible that they can not too many accidents. I did see some accidents too. I did see there was an accident at McAllister, and if I'm not mistaken, I think that's where Nate flies out of. There was a midair, an RV8 or an RV7 was taken off and came up and hit an SR-22 right in the back of the tail. Turtle RC, first time here. I'm scared. Oh man, don't worry. Get you a moderator wrench. And Turtle RC, thanks for coming in, man. B2 almost hit a commercial plane today. Yeah, I did hear that one. No chase view. Oh man, I'm slacking here. Oh wait a minute. No, there's no chase views on this, huh? Wrong field for chase view. Well, just do your best to keep it in view. My C button isn't working today. Yeah. Dang it. That is such an awesome Harrier. It amazes me that what they can do, really. Thrust vectoring. Yeah, a B2 almost hit a plane. No, is it a B-52? I can't remember. Lightning in the house. That's nice. Hawks 2 on Xbox 360. For some reason, I remember that. My kid had all the dang Xbox stuff. And there was a few flying games I used to play with him. EQ, no, it was not at night. Fly 327 RC. B-52, I believe you're right. J-Man RC, Wild Bill, sup? Holy, barely recognized you. Got the beard gone. Yeah, I gave up, man. It's just too dang hot here. It got up there 117, 116. I just had to cut it off, man. I'm done with it. I can always grow it back, right? I'm not that attached to it. J-Man, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you all being here. Dan, thank you for flying. Let's go down the list here. Watch the Real Urban Legend RC. He looks like he's got an S-Bach. Quite a bit of playing for Ty, but this is the place to try that kind of stuff, right? Try a biplane or a sport plane, a 3D plane. Get it all out here. Victor Jets. Victor RC, how you doing, my friend? How's the Air Boss doing? I usually grow my beard out in the winter. Yeah, well, I grow it out in the winter, and then if I can handle it, I go as long as I can. You know. Sometimes I can just make it through the whole year without any problem. Philip Cockrum. Hi, Wild Bill and everyone. EQ, Paul, Mountain RC, Dan, Don, Turtle, J-Man, Craig Beaven. Did I miss Craig Beaven come in? Oh, yeah, I missed Craig Beaven. Hi, Craig. Thank you guys for being here, man. 19 in the room already. That is awesome. That is such a nice plane. Smoke on. Time must be changing planes up. 9 thumbs up, 10 more to go. Thank you, J-Man. Shout out to the 21 watching. Awesome. I don't see 21. I see 19. No, it just switched to 21. That is just so cool, man. Don't forget to smash the like button. It helps the host. Thank you, Ty. I much appreciate all that you do for the hobby. Not just in the, RC airplane stuff, but throughout all aspects of it. You're great, man. You're enthusiastic about it. You seem like you want to help everybody, doing the speed runs. That's always fun. Just watch out for those chain link fences. The B-52 is doing a flyover of the North Dakota State Fair and had his transponder turned off. Oops. Oh boy. Yeah, that wasn't good, huh? Ty's got a biplane. Doing some rudder turns. Loops and rolls. That's what it's all about. Jet Tech Dawn. Hope you're doing well. Also, I worked on the little U control a little bit yesterday and today. I'll show you what I got done. So the silver is the sanding sealer, and then the green is the color that it's going to be, and that's just one coat of green. This Be-Rite dope, it takes like 3-4 coats before it's nice, sanding in between, and then I've got clear coat to put on it. The Brodak Clear fuel proof paint. But having this out, which this is U control, just got the up and down, that's all you get. Flies around in a circle. But look at the size comparison. Look at the size. They're just about the same dang size. It's pretty wild. So these UMXs are half A size, if you know what half A is. So yeah, boy, I'll tell you what, smelling this paint, whew, that'll get you high. It'll make your brain foggy for a while. Ty's doing an awesome job for someone with very few hours out in the real sky. J-Man, it is a little kit. It's called a Little Wizard. It's one that runs on the little 049 in a glow engine. Let's see if I got it. Here's the Little Wizard tags that go on it. 21 is for the 21 inches. Oh. And here's the little 049. Takes a glow plug. It's not like your little Cox Black Widow or anything. It's more of a professional motor, or better quality one. Quarter ounce fuel tank for it. So I think they fly about 3 minutes. So you go round and round and round for 3 minutes. You'll say, I've had enough. Ty, thank you, sir, for flying. Let's keep moving right down the list. Watch Emerson, nice tits. Flying the E-flite Viper. Just such a nice flying plane. It's a little nitro engine, yeah. It runs on 25% nitro. You got to run the little bit higher nitro than you would, like a 10 or a 15% in a bigger 60 or 90 size nitro. Or add some castor oil, or it needs that lubricant. Bill, is that dope good stuff? Yeah, it's really good stuff. It's so good they want $10 a can for this stuff. So, and of course I had to get 4 cans. Yeah, they are fun. Fly 327. In the 7th grade, my school had a model airplane building class. We used to build planes like your green plane. So fun. They are, my uncles got me into flying the U control, on the string, go round in a circle kind of thing. And it's a lot of fun. Probably been doing it since I was 8 or 9 years old, maybe. And I did that up until like the late 80s. I mean, not a lot, but when we started building again, because getting into the RC was just a little bit too expensive, so we'd just do the U control. I went to the hobby store one time and they had an AM radio, 72 megahertz, with the big long 6-foot antenna you pull out. And it was on sale for $99 and I bought it. And that's when I came home and decided, well, I'm going to buy an airplane. I bought a little kit. This is about 1991, 92. And started flying. We used to just go out in the desert and fly. You know, we were kind of like, I don't want to join a club yet or go and have somebody try and tell me how to do it. I want to learn how to do it on my own. I want to make the mistakes on my own. And I did. We all make them. Flying Tiger. How you doing tonight, my friend? It's just amazing that little UMX biplane is like the same size as that one. Yeah, I have another U-Control model out in the shop that is 3-foot wingspan. It's like a 30, 35 or 36 inch wing. And it's called a SIG Skyray. And it takes a bigger, like a 20 to 30 size or 35 size nitro. My Craft 4-channel 27 megahertz was $400 way back when. No telling what it is in today's prices. JCB, was it the old single stick Craft with a slide button over here for the extra channel? I bought an old Futaba radio, one of the gold box Futabas. It had a receiver and a couple servos. My buddy swore up and down that it worked. Of course it didn't. But it was a cool shelf unit for a while. I'm not sure if I still have that one. Has RC planes been around longer than the cars and trucks, or the same? Oh man, J-Man, I believe that the hobby of remote control flight or free flight has been around as long as like when the Wright brothers were flying. In the 30s and 40s, they had what they called oh gosh darn it, I'll think of it in a little bit. It was like a little pulse. You would hit a switch and the rudder would turn one way. You would hit the switch again and it would turn back to center. You would hit the switch again and it would turn right. So you might have to hit the switch 3 times if you want it to turn right. Bunch of chocolate chip cookies. Dang it, Flying Tiger. I'm going to have to go raid the Keebler jar. You know, Keeblers are made with magic. Stay hydrated, guys. The Academy of Model Aeronautics is older than the FAA. Nice. Flyman. I still have a P-51 with 40-inch wingspan U-Control from the 70s hanging up in the rafters. Nice, man. Escapement. That's what it was called, Craig Bevan. Alright, I made it in for once. Hi, Ray. How you doing, Ray? Thank you for joining us. Emerson Nice Tits has been doing an excellent job flying this Viper 90 around. And I can't thank him enough for coming in and flying. Nice. Yeah, I was wondering how stuff was back in the day. I had no RC. I know I had RC when I was young, but no hobby grade. I get that, J-Man. Dan said, my club, the Des Moines Model Airs, was founded in 1934. So there you go. It started as a free flight club. Yeah, and they had nitro engines. Well, it's diesel, right? I mean, nitro, but it runs diesel, kerosene, whatever. We flew flight streaks and that must be the Satan's JCB. That must have been the model, the name of the model. A flight streak. I've heard of that one. I think they were flying gas and rubber band powered. Yeah, rubber band powered is really cool. I know I built a stick and tissue rubber band aircraft when my kid was about 5 or 6, and that was about the time that I was doing the U control stuff. Just flew away. Like those little Gillows planes. They always end up on the neighbor's roof or in somebody's backyard pool. Mountain RC. We have guys that are field flying control line on the weekends. Yeah, we have a dedicated club to control line. It used to be called the Choya Choppers. I'm not sure what it's called now. But my uncles flew in that club when they were teenagers. And it is still around, 50 plus years later. My grandpa flew nitro free flight. Wouldn't put much money in the car and chase it for miles. Tim, we did that at Timpa, Tucson International Monoplex Field. They had a long distance fly. And we sat in the back of a truck and flew my Sig Senior. And Scott has turned it into a war zone. He's brutal, man. Emerson Nice Tits, thank you so much for flying. Let's go to the next person here. XXL Vet. Is Kenny parked over there? Kenny, I'll leave you on for a second or two if you want to fly. I just appreciate you all being here. Do you play other simulator games? I thought I seen you playing another plane simulator game. You were in the cockpit view. Maybe it was this same. If you're on a certain fields, we're on a field now. Which one is it? Right? Let me see. We're at AMA Flying Site 4. Okay, so this one doesn't come with the oh, bummer, Ray. Can't join. I've been dreading this Steam update for a while. I was on there trying to figure out how to put something in my wish list, and embarrassing that I can't figure that out. But it is what it is. Oh well. Kenny has the giant Pitts biplane. Victor is cutting up the sky. Michael Reitza. Hey all. Some of these levels blow me away at how real they look. There we go. Got Kenny and Victor flying together. Looks like, yeah, AMA site number 4. That's where we're at. Let me know if you guys want to change it. I'll put it on whatever you want. Kenny, beautiful slow flying, my friend. Just wonderful. Yep, all grass. The only paved one is Site 3. Oh, that was a good drink. Well, now we got Scott, Victor, Kenny, all flying biplanes. Oh, that's awesome, guys. Wild Bill, click store and you will see the wish list. Okay. I kept trying to go to the wish list, but I couldn't find where to click on it. It said wish list, but then it would just take me to a list of how to use the wish list. Nothing on there is clickable. Is that the X runway, Michael? Yes, it is. And look, this one's got a number 4 for flying site number 4. Nice slow knife edge there, Kenny. My goodness. I don't think you could go any slower. Red's Custom Off-Road Shop. Good evening to you. Happy flying, everyone. Thank you, Red. Guys, you want to watch Red? He's building a 73 Toyota FJ40. It is so sweet. Chevy 350. Hitting all the good numbers. Hopefully the guy's paying you enough, Red. That's what I want to know. Well, I'm sure he is. 74, you freezing? Yeah, it's cold here. I've almost got a jacket. It's like Oregon weather here. Rainy. Tim Smith, how do you guys make the plane huge and fly so slow? Okay. So up at the top of the toolbar, Tim, there is a simulation, aircraft, environment, challenges, gadgets, multiplayer, all the way over to help. And on aircraft, you can click it and it'll take you to an edit or a quick edit. And use the edit, the regular edit, and you can go down and increase the size from 100 to 200% to 250. And you can use the quick edit if you want to make the controls, the throws more. You can give the rudder more authority, give the ailerons more authority, elevator, same thing. You can give it more power. Has anyone heard from Fred? Yes, Dan. I did. I heard from him today, so he's all doing well, and everything is good. Yeah, now when I get an airplane out, that's usually the first thing I do is just go and make it bigger, because everybody knows that bigger flies better, as Kenny is proving it right here with his huge Pitts biplane. I think it's 90% scale. So Red, I don't know how this popped up on my feed, but I watched a guy today take his FJ40 idling up a pretty darn steep grade. And what does he do? He gets out and walks beside it. And then it starts to slip a little bit, like it's going to go a little wonky. I'm thinking to myself the whole time, you need to get back in your stupid vehicle, guy. You're going to lose it. But it just walked right up that hill. No problem. Only slipped a tire once. Still no word from Mike Bird, although I wish him well. He'll come back around, I'm sure, when he's ready. Super low twin transfer cases. Yeah, you can double the cases up. Use high and low on one. Crazy Quad Brothers. Hey y'all. How you doing, CQB? Well, I'm sporting a Jeff's RC shirt tonight. Can't remember if I had a Dave It Yourself shirt last week, or no, maybe it was I can't remember. Might have been Ryan's shirt. I try and support where I can. Hi, Jeff. Hope you're having a great time on your vacation. Nice shirt, Bill. Yes, sir. I wish I'd have got a blue one, too, but that's all right. You guys are cutting it up too much. Kenny, thank you so much for flying. Let's go to the next person, right? Let's watch Victor. We'll watch Victor tear it up for a while. He's just hanging around. Oh, that's awesome, guys. It's a gaggle. Nice. Nice, nice. Yeah, I can do that, but I can't just hang there like that indefinitely. I end up putting it on the tail or on its lid or something. Chilling in Kissimmee, Florida for a week on vacation. Man, that sounds really nice. Hopefully, it's as good as weather as we have here right now. So I talked to my friend in Mississippi today, and he said it was brutally hot and humid. My favorite color is the green. Jeff, did you see this? We've got a little U control plane going. I got some coats of Butyrite dope on it. So I was going to get the paintbrush out and paint a little bit so you guys could watch paint dry. But I'm not as skilled as like Kenny is, you know. So it would take away from me watching you guys fly. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Yeah, weather is good. Hot, humid, etc., but good. Fantastic flying. Victor is a heck of a pilot. CVO is flying. CVO snuck in. Victor is. It's got that ultimate biplane, dragging the tail. So the RC that we all know and love was built by my friend Dr. Walt Good and his twin brother Bill. Awesome, Kenny. I'll have to link that at the end. Give it a watch. I get afraid to click on stuff right now with doing the show. Might take me away from here. I know one time when I first started doing this and I clicked the wrong thing and all of a sudden the YouTube screen was back up. I was like, uh-oh, how do I get out of this now? That RC kilt. Is that RC kit build wood or styrofoam or both? It is just wood. Walt's AMA number was 11. Wow, that's that's pretty incredible, Kenny. To know that there are still people out there that have those low numbers. Richard B. How you doing, Richard? Thank you for stopping in. I will add you as a moderator. Thank you, sir. We are just hanging out, flying. We're watching Victor fly. He's just hanging around on the prop. Him and Scott. Awesome flying, Victor. I don't know why my phone keeps shutting off when I got it on the live stream. Maybe I turned it off just now. I like old Walter Extra, where the extra airplane name came from. I didn't know that, Tim. Woohoo! You're making me dizzy, Victor. Richard B., the Kyosho King in the house. Nice. I always saw that Kyosho grasshopper at the hobby store way back in the day. They were so expensive back then. But they sure do look cool. Thank God for safe. Walt has moved on to a higher hangar, but it was an honor to know and fly with him. Oh, did you recently lose Walt, Kenny? That's a shame. You know, we had a guy at our field, Bill Temple. He had an AMA number of like 900 and something. And he was one of those life member guys, you know, that um, just joined forever. Yeah, he probably donated part of his inheritance or whatever to the AMA, which a lot of people do. Victor, awesome flying, sir. I don't know how you go so slow. The grasshopper is cool. Yeah, I remember the first time I went to the Catalina Club. I met Bill Temple, and he was just out there flying all by himself. It's been more than a few years. Okay. It's really cool who you can meet. Greetings, Wild Bill. I want to join your live flying. Lyndon Stewart, thank you for coming in. You got Real Flight. Go on Real Flight on Steam and join the multiplayer under Monday Night Real Flight, and you can fly with the code 8675309. Let me go in here, Lyndon, and get you a ranch, my friend. Nice to see you here. Thank you, thank you. Victor, thank you so much, my friend. Let's go to CVO. CVO has got the edge. Richard B. Wow, Bill, do you also drive RC cars or do mostly flying? Well, Richard, I do mostly flying, right? But I do have this bad boy right here. So, woohoo! And yeah, I debugged it. I took all the stickers off of it just because that's the way I like it. So, I've been ripping this around the yard, and it is a blast. And I do have the Typhon Groms, and they're fun. Lots of fun. Not as fast as this other one, but this one's mine, and the other one is my wife's. And then I also let's see. Let's get the big dog down here. We've got the Gravedigger. It's a little dusty. It's been up there for a little bit. I need to take it out and bash it some more. This one's fun. When I drive it, I break parts on it. I'm glad it came with a lot of parts when I bought it. So that's the extent of my my RC car stuff. I used to have Traxxas Rustler that I bought my kid, and my kid also was into bicycles, right? And I built him a little quarter pipe. Those jump far. Not quite as far as like Amp RC, or some of you guys jump your do those double back flips and stuff. I don't even know how you do that. I couldn't do it if I tried. Nice. CVO is very smooth on the sticks. Very smooth. Just hanging out with CVO. Guys, thank you for everybody being here and hanging out. So this community has grown, and it's been real positive lately, and that puts a big old smile on my face. And do I have many different RC planes? Yes, I do. Not quite as many as the other guys have, but I only started flying these electric ones about 5 years ago. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, maybe about 14 different aircraft. So I have a Flex Innovations RV8, which is which is so fun to fly. It's the RV8 Night, so it has the lights in it. Mountain RC. It's a blast hanging with all of you, and I appreciate you hosting every week, Bill. Mountain RC, thank you so much. Just having fun. Come in and have fun. Hell, I don't even get nervous anymore. When I first started doing this, oh my God, the nerves would get to me so bad before I'd start the show. Like almost feel sick to the stomach nerves. Richard B, I do have a couple nitro planes, but I don't fly them. They're just kind of hanging in the shelf up in the rafters. Dan Zimmerman, thanks for hosting the group. Fly. Wild Bill, have to be up early, so I need to hit the rack. Have a great week. Dan, thank you so much. You have a great week yourself. And we'll see you next Monday, I hope. CVO is killing it tonight. That must be the hand toss version. So he's got no landing gear. My goodness. Inverted Master. Scott has got the F-14 inverted. JCB is flying a Piper Cub. Waco, Waco, Waco. I do. But Richard B., I do have a gas plane too, which is the 60-inch Waco biplane. I haven't flown it yet. It came with a 91 four-stroke nitro engine. The guy that I got it from said it was way underpowered. Could hardly do a loop or a roll. So I figured I'd repower it with a little gas 25cc. And then it needs to be recovered, right? So, yeah, I bought the covering, and it just, it's just one of those projects that sits around. Maybe one day I'll get to it. Got to set the priorities straight, though. The little green plane I got to finish, though. We'll get that one out of my hair first. It should only take another 3 or 4 hours. Okay, I have to take a bathroom break and get a drink. I'll be right back. Check out CVO Fly. That was a load off. Stay hydrated. Oh my goodness. CVO is doing an excellent job. Oh, he's got landing gear now. Good job, David. Rogers RC Aviation. Sup, mofos? What's up, Kenny? KFR is in the house. Thank you for stopping in, Kenny. You got real flight, jump right in. Nice flying, David. Very nice flying. Beautiful stuff. You guys are awesome pilots. Such a smooth stick movements. Nice hammerhead. Yeah, I like practicing hammerheads and Cuban 8s. Fred, hey, Bill, stay hydrated. Yes, sir. It's a good thing to do today. Although, look at them temperatures, Fred. It's beautiful here right now. Makes me want to run around outside naked. Or no, I don't want to do that. I'll scare the neighbors. CVO, thank you, sir. Let's go down the list one more. Watch the real urban legend. If Ty is flying, All right, gotta run. Good night, all. Red, have a great day tomorrow. Hope you go live soon with the starting of that little Toyota FJ40 you're building, sir. And I hope you're just about there. You have a great night, Red. Thank you for coming in, my friend. Fantastic flying, Victor. Yes, sir. Red Fred. Soon. Yes, I'm glad. That'll make me happy. Take care, Red. Have a good night, man. Stay lifted, my friend. XXL Vet saying, hey, look at the screen. What are you doing? Alrighty. We'll go right to, okay. Sounds good. We will watch JCB fly for a minute. JCB's got the Super Cub. Cubs are so nice. I don't have a yellow Cub, but I guess I got a Cub. Is an L4 Grasshopper a Cub? What do you guys think? Can you call an L4 Grasshopper a Cub? No streaking, Bill. Oh, we're not in 6th grade anymore, Fred. Oh, man. Nice. Working that suspension, JCB. Hey, down. Hey, Dawn. Fred. Hi, David. Thank you, sir, for flying. Such an excellent job. So smooth on the sticks. Yes, that's a Cub, says Kenny. Yeah. Let's see. Even if it's a bottom feeder, I guess it's a Cub. Yeah, it has a Cub tail. Alrighty, glass windows, springy landing gear. I need a propeller for it. I need a 12.6 for that. Yeah, I like it too. I've never owned a Cub until that one. I have that plane. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about it, Kenny. It's the bottom feeder for the battery. It's kind of a drawback, but you know, if you want scale cockpit, that's what you gotta go. Nice, Bill. I like that plane. How much does one of those planes cost? J-Man, I think that one's a couple $100. It's a 4S 2200. 200, 220, somewhere in there. Kenny, you have every plane. Kenny might have every plane. Past, present, and future. Kenny, that was a great unboxing. I made it to the second unboxing and then I was gone. I fell asleep. And you're going for records again, 7 hours something on the live stream. That was pretty amazing. Amazing times, my friend. Almost, David. Fred has every plane. Fred has 2 of every plane. Well, some are 1.5 now, maybe. JCB, I don't know what's out there in that field, but I've hit that too. J-Man, that's reasonable for what you get. You need to own the remote with it, right? Yes, sir. Yeah, that's your biggest investment when you're going to get into flying RC. You don't have to buy a really expensive, $1,500 or $2,000 radio to get into RC flying. You can basically buy one that's a couple $100 and be perfectly happy. Fly most basic 4 or 5 or 6 channel aircraft and really have a good time. JCB has given us a lesson on one-wheel landings. Nice. Helicopters are cool. Richard B., I don't fly any helicopters. I'm not a helicopter pilot. I just won my bid on a laptop finally. Nice. Nice going, Ty. I think Fred's right between the two of us. We have every plane. I believe it. I believe it. That's some awesome flying, JCB. Kenny, that was a great live stream. You could watch 2.5 hours, take a nap, and watch the rest. If my computer wasn't black when I woke up from the nap watching Kenny unbox that T-28. Was it T-28, wasn't it? I would suggest FR Sky Radios because of the dual band, which gives you peace of mind that you won't lose a plane to an RF link issue. Scott, that's a great point. There are different radios out there. I guess the only issue with the FR Sky is the ethos or the way it's got to be programmed. And I've never had one, so I don't know. But I know having the dual links, the dual bands, you can run a lot of drone stuff with that also. And I think some of the dual bands are for long range, right? Like out of sight, 2 miles plus. Rabbit hole. Nice. It seems like planes aren't too bad in price to get into it, though. They would be way more in money for the size, but I guess a lot of them are styrofoam, so that's why they're not too bad. Yeah. J-Man, thinking back, some of the planes that I built, like I've built an ultimate biplane before. By the time you buy a 4-stroke motor, put the kit together, the glue, the covering, the servos and the receiver and everything, you're $800, $1,000 into a balsa plane. But and so these styrofoam planes are a great deal. And I was really opposed to electric and battery stuff, and but it's great. It makes flying so much easier. No nitro on your shoe. Flight 327. Okay, Wild Bill and everyone in the chat. Happy flying. Good night, Flight 327. Thank you for coming in, man. JCB, thank you for flying. Let's go back up to the top of the list. Scott flying. Scott's in the chat probably. So we watch Kenny. Kenny's just parked there with a helicopter. Victor's parked. We're all in the chat. CVO. The real urban legend is not flying. We'll keep it on JCB. FR Sky had 1 foot in the FPV marketplace, which is how they understood the vulnerabilities of the typical weak 2.4 Spectrum Futaba radios. What's the name of the flying I am trying to get into? It's called Monday Night Real Flight, Lyndon. If you go to Steam or click on the Real Flight multiplayer, look for Monday Night Real Flight. Been flying FR Sky for 11 years now. Love it. Every Radio Master radio. I'm still using FR Sky receivers. Wow, Bill, do you have any Kyosho planes? Remember, many had Kyosho Piper Cubs back in the day. I don't remember that. Someone needs to make FR Sky videos like Air Marshal did for the Spectrum AR. CVO, that would be awesome. Kenny, wink wink. Wink wink. Paul McNeil, my bike's new motor has a cylinder base gasket leak. Oh, Paul, why are you bringing us down like that? Why are you bringing us down like that? We don't want to know about a cylinder leak. Man, I hope they can get it fixed for you, Paul. See, Fred clicked on and it's gonna fly for us. So we'll put it on Fred. Said he had a T-28, but that looks like a little blue plane. Like my drink, blue. Looks like this on the screen now. Yeah, that classic yellow cub look. I mean, back in the day, my buddy did get a Cox. It had a foam wing, which he glued together with it being crooked, right? So the wing, it would just turn. As soon as you took off, it would turn. Couldn't stop it from doing it, no matter how much rudder you put into it. No ailerons. It's just 3-channel. And we took that thing out and beat it into submission every weekend for a month and a half trying to get that thing to fly. To the point where we cut the wing in half again and tried to glue it back together straight because I kept telling them that's the issue. It was so beat up and heavy by then. Didn't work. Looks like this one on the screen now. Yellow, yes. If someone near me flied FR Sky, would give it a try. My kid has the TX-16. So is that a Radio Master? And he has it for his little drone. He loves it. And he said, "Oh yeah, it was really no big deal." But I think a lot of the programming he had to do it on his computer and then download it into the radio. But once it was set up, I mean, that was it. I will say that radio of Kinney's I used at Bigfoot was a lot smoother than my IX-14. Wow. That does say a lot. So IX-14 is like close to top of the line for Spectrum. Ooh, Fred's cranking it. Give us a flyby. The real urban legend has left the flying area. Just oh, you dynoed the bike. That's right. Just dynoed at 110 horsepower and 123 foot-pounds of torque. That was the Radio Master, David, at $199. Yep. Get yours at Grayson Hobbies. I think that's where my kid got his. So they had a really good deal online. Was it Grayson? Grayson, I think it was. Grayson Hobbies. Kyosho started with airplanes and boats in '63 and RC cars in 1970. It was about the early 70s I had my first, God, what would you call it? A free flight car? I had one of those orange Cox buggies that you just start it and let it go and it would just go whatever direction it wanted to. It was so cool. Of course, everything on it's plastic, and that fuel, I think it ended up with a fuel leak. But I had the old PT-19. I had the old chrome testers, P-51 Mustang, you know, U-Control. I had a few testers once. I think one of them was F4U Corsair. My buddy had the Stuka. The Stuka was big. It was bigger than my PT-19. He also had the little straight line drag car that you set up on a string. Man, toys we had were so cool. My first boat is a Kyosho. So there's a company that does boats, Dumas Boats. A friend of mine used to build those. Paul, how big is that engine? Maybe Tamiya. Fred is flying that little blue plane, just wonderful. Beautiful landing, Fred. Beautiful landing. Beautiful. Looks like Kenny's got a helicopter going. And Scott's back in the air. I saw some paintballs going by. Everybody watch out. Nice flying, Fred. Give us a great flyby. Nice axial roll. Trash duty. Don't forget to take the trash out. Tomorrow's trash day. Ty, are you flying now? Should we find out, Richard? Let's see. The real urban legend. Ty is right there. Looks like he was in a Mustang. Ooh. Boy, oh boy. Not fun. I figured that copy would keep me awake at least through the show. There we go. Back on Fred. Beautiful landing, sir. Thank you so much, Fred. Has anyone tried the new record feature in real flight? I tested it earlier on VRC Pro. No. Oh, the new record feature. No, I have not. Fred's got the F-16. And I was really hoping Dave Marshall would jump in the room. If you're watching, Dave, I appreciate you, man. It's been nice seeing you in the Zoom lately. So if you haven't been in the Zoom, you've been missing Dave Marshall. Some of you are probably going, thank God. No, I'm just kidding. Nice, Fred. The record works. I played with it. Who the hell is Dave Marshall? Yeah. He's one of those old YouTuber guys that used to do a show. Mondays with the Marshall. Super Dave. Woohoo. Awesome flying, Fred. It's got the Thunderbird version. Almost flying it at a high alpha. Nice. Yeah, I'll have to remember that, Ty, and see if I can play around with that record feature. Maybe catch some of all this awesome flying and make a little short. I don't know if I can do that off of live. Probably not. Well, if I recorded it, maybe I could. I don't know. Jet Tech 117 Twin Cam 2016. Nice, Paul. Yeah, Paul McNeil has two of those 2016 Harleys that look like the military bikes. I know Ty knows which ones I'm talking about. They do look like a military bike, a new version. They're really cool. Fred, thank you so much, sir. Some awesome flying. Back down the list here. Ty is still on a break. Bill, if you're using OBS, just click the record button. Oh, okay. I'll have to see if I'm using OBS. Let's watch Scott. Scott will give us a show. L39 in the air with a streamer. Oh yeah. Paul, my last bike was a 96-inch twin cam. What mods to get that horsepower? I'm not sure, Don, but I know it costs a heck of a lot for him to get the one fixed. Woohoo! That thing is motivating, Scott. Man, thank you all for being here. I am super blessed to have you guys. Stage 5 Black Horse Crank. That's awesome. Should see it on the bottom of the right screen window. Bottom of the right screen window. Okay. I'll have to play around with it. Uh-oh. Kenny's got the C-17. That Globetrotter or Globemaster, that believe that thing will hold 6 city buses inside of it, plus room for a couple Jeeps. It's amazing that yeah, the temps are great, huh? Stock was 110. So you gained 7 cubic inches in the rebuild. That's pretty darn good. Not quite 10%, but that's doing well. Nice flying, Scott. Giving us a show with the Edge 540. much bigger stroke. Same stroke, just punched out bigger piston. Sounds like it might be a 20 over piston. I know I punched my 390 out in my truck 30 over, which gave me 6 extra cubic inches. So I would always tell everybody, yeah, my Ford truck's got a 396 in it. I have to run, guys. Wife needs me. Catch you next time. Thank you for your guidance, Wild Bill. And Pilot's here, by the way. That's fantastic. 24 likes. Thank you so much, Ty. That is awesome. Have a great night, Ty. We'll see you next time. We'll see you on Friday. Hopefully the family doesn't come over and visit. Seeing the granddaughter's pretty nice, though. Bigger bore, yes. Good night, Ty. Take care. Eight o'clock, Arizona time. Another half an hour of real flight. And Scott's going to rip the wings off that Edge 540. Nice flying, Scott. Some of you guys amaze me with your skills. Makes me want to do that much better. To tell you the truth, I mean, I can fly, right? But you ask me to do some trick, you ask me to do a Lam Cheval, I don't even think I know what it is. I could go fake it. I've been doing that quite a bit in my life. I'm out of here. Have a good night, Bill. Take care. Good talking to you. Tim Smith, thank you so much. Have a great night, sir. We'll see you next time. Nice, Scott. Giving it the old truck cam. Thank you, Scott. Let's go to Kenny. Watch Kenny fly the 200% size Edge 540. Awesome, Kenny. Kenny's just hanging out. Getting things going on the PC, Bill. Took it in to get it checked out and couldn't get it to hardly do anything. Oh, man. Computer issues are horrible. They make you go out and just buy a new one. Almost, Victor. Almost. Jet Tech, the parts were $8,000. That makes me cry, Paul. That makes me cry. That's how much money I had in my 390 for my 66 Ford. Spent $8,800 rebuilding that motor and transmission. I'll put it that way. Victor is little flying circles around you. Yes. Literally. Some Victors in the B-25 Mitchell. It's Kill the Truck Day. Oh my goodness. Soft tail. There we go, Kenny. Thing weighs so much it barely gets off the ground. Oh boy. It is hard to drink enough when you live in Arizona. Seems like I've drank 1.5 gallons of liquid today. Awesome flying, Kenny. That plane is so heavy it squishes the landing gear. Springs back just fine, though. Looks like a World War II bike. It does. Back to hanging with Kenny. Awesome flying, Kenny. My goodness. Ooh. Scott had a Sig Senorita. Uh-huh. Gotta love that plane. You guys are flying circles around Kenny. Nice, guys. I'm glad you're having fun, man. Dawn, it really looks cool. It's got a big star on the tank. It's all army green, flat. I think Paul's got one of them set up with saddlebags and a windshield to cruise with. I like motorcycles, but I really like the ones that are stripped down, naked, and got really slim frames, minimalistic looking. 75 here, Bill. Warmer than Arizona. That's awesome. OD with gold overspray. Yeah, it's really nice, Fred. We don't get to enjoy this. Kind of like a bar hopper. something like that. Wouldn't necessarily have to be a Harley either. I mean, they make a lot of different manufacturers. Something with one of those seats that's about that big. That's not worth a shit. They look cool, but they don't ride worth the crap. You get off of them and you have to wear a come and get this Sportster 1200 I have. It's perfect. Boy, depending on what year Sportster, the 1200 is a great bike. LOL, I'm listening. Awesome. Fred has some cool bikes, yes. Fred has some older bikes, which is cool. That's kind of why I like the old trucks, you know? They're plain, they're simple, easy to work on. You know, you get these new vehicles. You know, my wife's new Toyota, I'm going to be able to change the oil, and then that's about it. Everything else is probably going to have to go to the dealership for. '06 decked out to the gills. Nice, that sounds nice. Ties is really dressed up nicely. So it has a lot of regular stuff on it then. You could double the price of a Harley by putting accessories on it. It gets crazy expensive when you dress them up. When you have to have all the chrome stuff and then the wheels to go with it. Victor's got a dancing plane. Maybe it's got hydraulics. It almost looks like it has a Mary Boozer emblem on the front of it. Victor, thank you so much. Let's go to CVO. Watch CVO fly around the R-44 helicopter. More urban legend. It has a carburetor. A lot of them newer are fuel injected, right? I mean, Paul, your 16 is fuel injected? It got quiet in here. I think my wife went to bed. CVO's doing an awesome job. I had 2 Sportsters and 2 lowriders, and that Panhead. My first one was a 1076 Sportster. My 20th birthday present to myself. 1976. That's nice, Don. Good chopper bike. Yeah, I'd like to have a Panhead or an old Knuckle. And Paul, my wife's cousin Paul, he's got like 4 Harleys. He's told me a few times, Just come and get one. I'll give you one. I'll give you one. Just come and get it. I can't ride all four at the same time. I'll give it to you. But unfortunately, my wife doesn't want me to have a motorcycle again. You know, I had a friend pass away on a motorcycle. That kind of ruined it for all of us, you know. Although he had a GSXR street bike, and when he got it, we said, "Oh man, you're gonna hurt yourself on that thing." What happened? He got killed on a dirt bike. Got killed on a dirt bike. Man, that was so long ago. That was 1990 that happened. It was okay going straight. I bet, Don. It had a 37 Indian 12 over front end on it. That is awesome. A friend of mine in high school had a Triumph 650 that was all choppered out. Had the kicker on the wrong side, the shifter on the wrong side. It was the hardest bike in the world to ride, and he picked that thing up for $100 and rode it every day to school. CVO killing it with the chopper. See if Ty is flying again. Ty is not flying, although he's still in the room. Fred is parked. We'll go back to CVO. Maybe you guys are all flied out by now, huh? We'll watch Scott with the one wing Sig Senorita circling his prey. I'm amazed you can fly that, Scott. That's what you call skill. Yes, sir. Very cool. 15 cars, 2 motorcycles, and 1 truck. Yeah, Kenny. Scott is a great pilot. Yes, I can tell. Well, I rode a 650 Triumph with the shifter on the right. That took some getting used to. Yeah. The one that my friend had was all choppered up in the front, you know. And it was kind of weird to ride. My neighbor across the street owned it. He also had a Norton 850 Commando, and he wanted $850 for it. And none of us kids had that kind of money. Oh man, that would be so fun to own now. It was actually a bad bike. It was fast and it sounded good. I'm glad I grew up in a time where I could see all this cool stuff and not just see it on videos or, you know, got to drive cool cars when I was young. Yeah, because the dealer has to do it over. Thanks, Bill. Hopefully you see you all on the Zoom. David, thank you so much. Thank you guys for coming in and flying. It's almost been 2 hours. Jet Tech Don, I have some old BSAs, right side shifts. Very cool. Later, David. Tell Crystal we said hi. Best wishes. Many blessings, guys. I'm so thankful for all of you coming in and hanging out. Listening to the BS about nothing. Great show, man. Take care, everyone. Mountain RC, thank you, sir. You have a great night. We will talk to you next week. See you on the video soon. That was an awesome maiden of the 70mm Viper. I think it was a 70mm. Great job, man. Well, to all of you still here hanging out, I want to convey my utmost appreciation to you all for being here, making the show great. We're here to make Real Flight great again. Well, it's always been great, so we can't do that. But many blessings, guys. I'm thankful to all of you. Y'all have a great night, and I hope you get to go flying soon. Get out there and make it happen. One's a 1957 BSA 250. Has a distributor single cylinder. Wow, that's interesting. Good year too, 1957. Good year for cars and trucks. It's kind of amazing that back then in the day they would change the body style every year. 56, different than 57, different than 58, different than 59, different than 60. Oh my gosh. Thanks for hosting, Bill. Thanks for the live stream and the Real Flight session. Born in 57. It was a great year. Sell me the bikes. Not on your life, Paul. Everybody have a great night. Right at the 2-hour mark. So we'll call it here. Y'all have a blessed one. 1956 for me. 1963 for me. That was a good year. They had a lot of good cars in 63. 63 split window. Would be nice. 65. Appreciate you, Bill, and the chat. You guys have an awesome night. We'll see you on the Zoom, or we'll see you next Monday night, or we'll see you in your live stream. Take care, guys. Have a good night. We'll see you next time. I'll leave the window open so you can fly if you want. Take care.